Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Wolverines will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Keene. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone and he's knocked down at the 10. So the Ohio State Buckeyes return team will have that offense backed up. Stakes are always high and the game premieres are made and lost because of it, and they'll have to manage their emotions, guys.
Some games in college football just mean more. When you think about Ohio State and Michigan, you think about not just Big Ten implications, national title implications, Heisman Trophy implications. Late in the year, David, this is just must-watch TV.
Must-watch TV. Two of the winningest programs in college football history. This game, I tell you what, recent years has really brought back the tradition and been so much more competitive now that Michigan's also getting some wins.
Now the play fake. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense has it. They're going the other way. Ball is loose and the defense has it. What a nightmare start for this offense. It'll be a touchdown.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Fast, physical, and disruptive. Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. And we can mention names. And Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
Quickly to the tight end. At the 35, he's got room. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Toss sweep right. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Buckeyes are rolling down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. He's looking for an open man on second down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he avoids the tackle with the slide. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. The Wolverines offense will go to work for the first time. And these two electrifying runners can put on a show, guys.
We always talk about the importance of tackling on defense, never more so than it came like this. When you've got 2 studs in the backfield that can make people look silly, you better bring hats to the football.
Yeah, and you think there'll be a lot of carries today? When you got running backs like this that you can feature, you're going to see them get the football a lot, early and often.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Rustled to the ground after picking up the first down. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. On the ground with the counter. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Hand off from the shotgun. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quickly out to the tight end. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the offense on first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And the pass is intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Going up top on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And the Buckeyes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Quick strike complete. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. He's got it on the move. Could nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to add another. Right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Duke is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Daniel Jones, this offense is not guaranteed to just keep scoring points today. They're up by 7 over Miami. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The toss sweep to the right. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go straight.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Using his legs, it's Keene. They knock him down right there. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, going up top. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Offensive linemen are offensive linemen for a reason. They're not as fast as those guys on the edge. And you could see that defensive end came screaming off the edge, got to the quarterback before that O-lineman could do anything about it. Nice job of that defensive end. Scoop them sacks, baby.
The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll leave it with him. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. They're trying to get to it. fires to the big fella. Those winged helmets flew up and down the field as Michigan won in a blowout last season.
It was a beatdown, and the team up north did some spanking to the team down south. And this was already talked about. This is already a rivalry that we get bragging rights. But when it's a one-sided beatdown, and you're Ohio State, and you had a year to simmer on this, you better respond.
Ohio State got spanked by giant paddles, too. I mean, that was all over the place. And I'll tell you, Michigan, they came out on fire offensively. Explosive plays. They put their speed on display. And they're going to try and do that again this game.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Looking to throw on second down. He looks that one in nicely. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Shotgun snap on third down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The play action fake. Now rolling to the left. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He's got him, and they convert. Tackled after picking up the first down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. To the air on first down. Hit as he throws. It's caught. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback is snowed under. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is it.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Picked off. bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the method.
The expressway is wide open. Running inside the 20. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Goodness gracious. This is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, whether it's in the shoe or the big house, when you have these 2 programs with all that's at stake today, you know emotions run high in a game known simply as the game. And it'd be easy to say these 2 offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Ohio State plays out.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. As they get ready to start this 3rd quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Dances away again. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They think there's room to run to the right here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Give on the inside. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Motion from the offense. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Buckeyes will hustle to the line. On second down, wants to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in the block, only send a couple guys out to run pass patterns. You got to do something different. But bottom line, you got to protect that QB.
The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. At midfield, he's got room. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
From the gun, running back on the move. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? On third down, he drops the throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting a fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that.
And the Wolverines will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it and drive on third down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bryant. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. And the misconnection on third down. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Here's the punt, and that is a major league pop-up. That thing's going to bring rain. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
And the Buckeyes get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And now on second down for this offense. He'll keep it himself. Makes it past the marker. Turns it on at midfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch. As you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. On the ground, it's Keene. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Put themselves in a bit of a bind, but that last one is 2nd and 14. The give to the tailback. Able to get 1 down to the 15. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Getting some heat. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20 after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll give it to the back. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. They got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Then the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on 1st down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. Power football with the run. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down to 40. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense.
We talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. We're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, 1st down.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Off the play fake on 1st down, the throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. The give on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. They're bringing heat, fighting off the defender. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive.
And that's massive. All the pressure on your defense now. You've made the field goal. You've got to get the ball back. You need one more kick. That's what you need. And so the defense has to be ready to take the field right now, play with intensity, play with energy, and get it back to the offense quickly.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Bringing it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here's the handoff. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Harris. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, given 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires complete on the crosser. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Out of the gun, the inside give.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Unloads to the right. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Pulls it in. It's Keene. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. From the gun on third down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a single.
Oh, and they let a golden opportunity slip away. A chance to take the lead. Ball goes off the upright. Game's not over, but they're not going to get too many more chances like that.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field, score some points.
Dang, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. He's going to pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll fire. And the quarterback will be slowed down back at the 43. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Oh, he left him grabbing. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
They'll go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They go right back to him. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And as they come to the line, they have the lead, and they have the clock on their side. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
They'll line up for the extra point, and at this juncture, every point matters. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Tennessee looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over the field like Smokey in the pregame. They're up 14 over Vanderbilt.
He'll come out throwing on first down. He's right on target.
We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you